Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to make a birthday holiday gift box with detachable lid using Lego bricks for today's tutorial. Let's begin our gift box with a 6x14 plate. I want to flip this over. I'm going to take 6 2x2 by 2/3 plate with 2 horizontal studs. I'm going to place 3 along both sides of our 6x14 plate. Now I want to make 2 of these, and I'm going to put these side by side. I'm going to lock them together with a 2x12 plate. Just muscle that down in there. And along one of the sides, a 2x12 plate. Now I want to make 2 of these and place these end to end. And we're going to lock those units together with a 2x12 plate. Just place that right in the middle there. Okay, we're going to flip this right side up. We're going to prepare the bottom. Right in the top right, I'm going to skip a set of studs and set down a 2x2 45-degree slope and a pair of 2x4 45-degree slopes followed by a 2x2. A set of 2x4s and a 2x2 45-degree slope right here on the left hand side. Then I'm going to place several 2x2 flat tiles right here. And I'm going to fill in this area with the tiles. Then back here on the bottom right, a 2x2 45-degree slope followed by a set of 2x4 45-degree slopes followed by a 2x2, a set of 2x4s, and a 2x2 45-degree slope right in that area. Now we're going to wrap up these sides here with 8 1x4 bricks with 4 studs on the sides. Now these are going to be used here to attach panels to the sides of our box. We'll just place these along this area shown. Now for the sides of our box, we're going to begin here in the back with 3 1x8 bricks right in these 2 areas, a pair of 1x6 bricks, and along the remaining sides in the front 5 1x8 bricks. We're really going to beef this project up today. Place those there. Along this side here, I'm going to place a set of 1x8 bricks. I'm going to place 2 1x8 bricks perpendicular. Then a pair of 1x6 bricks, and in this remaining area 4 1x8 bricks. Finish up the 4th layer. In the back, 3 1x8 bricks. You can obviously tell there's going to be a pattern here, followed by a set of 1x6 bricks, and along the lower sides and the front 5 1x8 bricks. Place these as shown. Back on the right, we're going to place 4 1x8 bricks, 2 along this side, and these 2 right here. Then a pair of 2x6 bricks, followed by 4 1x8 bricks right here. This finishes up the regular bricks for the box. Now in the upper right corner, I'm going to take a 1x1 brick with 2 adjacent studs, place these where the studs are facing outward. Then a 1x2 brick with 2 studs, followed by 3 1x4 bricks with 4 studs. And then we're going to wrap up this corner here with a 1x1 brick with 2 adjacent studs, as shown. Now we're going to add some more 1x4 bricks with 4 studs along both the front and back, and I'm going to alternate between 1x2 bricks. Now the reason why I'm doing that is to overlap my joints, and yes, some of these are different shades of white. That just shows you how old some of these bricks are. But I want to do this to where the joints are overlapped, because you want everything to be interlocked together. Now there's some cases, like the corners, you really can't avoid it. So you really want your boxes to be very strong. Put these last two right here. And then, along this side here, we're going to start with our corner 1x1 brick with 2 adjacent studs. Set that right there. Followed by 1x2 brick with 2 studs, and then 3 more 1x4 bricks with 4 studs. And of course, the very last piece is our 1x1 brick with 2 adjacent studs. And as you can tell, we have some nice anchor points to attach some plates to the sides of the box. But before we can do that, I want to flat tile off the top. So I'm going to start in the top right hand corner with a 1x2x2 corner flat tile. Then a pair of 1x6 flat tiles and a 1x2x2 corner flat tile right here. This is going to lock all these joints together. Then right here, a set of 1x6 flat tiles, and then we're going to place a pair of 1x8 flat tiles right in the center, followed by several more 1x6 flat tiles. We're going to place these here along this side, and then we're going to wrap up these two corners here with a set of 1x2x2 corner flat tiles. Now for panels, you can use any size of plate you wish or any color. Well, you're in luck today. I got several 4x8 plates that are in red. Now you can do any design you wish. You can even attach some decorations to the front. And for this purpose here, you're going to need, I can't remember, it's a lot. I think it's probably 20 of these 4x8 plates. And we're just going to set these right here. Now these are not only going to double up as a decoration, but these are also going to lock in these joints too. So this box is not really going to split apart that easily. So it also acts as, it basically fortifies the sides of the box up further. And yeah, this is what we call in the Lego community snot. Studs not on top. Well, we got studs on the side, but there's no studs on the top. So, now I could have speed build through this, but some probably want to know why I'm doing this. So that's why. And we're going to wrap up this side right here. And see, all this locks this together really snug. It's like I said, you could do any design you wish on this. It's totally up to you. Now, let's begin the lid. Let's start the top with a 2x12 plate. I'm going to take a 1x14 brick, place this to where the sides are hanging over by 1 stud. Then I'm going to take a set of 1x4 bricks with 4 studs on the side, place these right here, and a 1x2 brick with 2 studs right here, followed by another 1x4 brick with 4 studs, as shown. Then I'm going to slide in a set of 2x12 plates, like that. And then I'm going to rotate this around. Then I'm going to take a set of 1x1 bricks with 2 adjacent studs, place these right in these corners. Then in these two areas right here, a set of 1x2 bricks, followed by a pair of 1x3 bricks. Then I'm going to take another 2x12 plate. I'm going to place a pair of 1x14 bricks right here. I'm going to face this notch inside so we don't see it. And then we're going to place this right next to our 1x3 bricks. Then a pair of 1x4 bricks with 4 studs. A set of 1x2 bricks with 2 studs. And right here, 2 1x4 bricks with 4 studs. Set these right in these openings. Now I want to make 2 of these. I'm going to place these end to end as shown. Then I'm going to lock these 2 assemblies together with a pair of 1x6 bricks and a set of 1x2 bricks with 2 studs. Now for the top panels, I'm going to take 3 8x16 plates. We're going to have to crunch those down in there. I mean, you're really going to have to muscle those down in there. You're really going to have to crunch that up in there really good. Sounds like I'm doing some damage there, but I can safely say that I'm not. Put these right here. This is going to lock in all these bricks in really nice. Okay, get that secure down. Now, along the edges here, I want to place several 2x8 plates. I'm going to flip this over, and we're going to proceed with setting these along all the studs on the sides. Now, the beauty with this is you can change the color to whatever you want. It's fully customizable here. Set these along the sides, pretty much all the way around. You're going to need 10 of these in total. And we'll finish this up with the last 2 on this side. But no, we're not done with the lid yet. We still got one more thing left to put on here. And so we got a nice basic lid. Let's add a bow. Let's start the bow with a 2x4 plate. I'm going to take 4 1x2x2 corner plates. I'm going to place these as shown to make a cross. Then I want to flip this over, and we're going to set down a set of 1x2 plates, and I'm going to flip this right side up, right in the middle, place a 2x2 plate. And I'm going to take 4 of these 1x2 inverted brick with bow with a 1x2 plate on the end. I'm going to place these in the 1x2 reveals, like this. Then 4 1x2x2 corner bricks. This is going to fill in the middle here of our bow. Right here in the center, a 2x2 plate. Then I'm going to take 8 1x1 by 1 1/3 brick with bow. Start placing these right in these areas. This is going to soften up the top portion of our bow. It's a little different design than what I usually build for bows, but I wanted to try something a little different. And I thought, well, I already had these. Why not take advantage of them? And to fill in the studs on the top, several 1x2x2 corner flat tiles. Now, of course, you can make this any color you wish. I decided just to do that. Now we're going to place our bow right in the center here. Just put that right down in there. Should sit down pretty firm. Just going to really pinch that in there pretty good. Makes a nice lifting handle for the top of the box. Now we can simply place our lid right on top of the box. It'll lock right in with those tiles. It doesn't come off very easily, and you can use the bow as a little handle to lift the top up off the box. It's on there pretty strong. Makes a nice little gift box or a keepsake box.